Living abroad comes with a lot of challenges, and one of the biggest is the language barrier. Before moving to Mexico, I could understand basic Spanish. I studied it for 4 years in school and even worked with a tutor for a few months before moving here. But actually, living here was a completely different story. I quickly realized I didn't know as much Spanish as I thought. I had learned a lot of vocabulary, but I didn't know how to form sentences or have real conversations. Even though I live in a pretty mixed area with a lot of foreigners and English speakers, I want to travel more around Mexico. And to do that, I need to communicate better with the locals. So this year, I've been challenging myself to really commit to learning Spanish. My goal is to become fluent. I know that might not fully happen in a year, but I want to give it my all and see how much progress I can make. So here are some things that I've been doing to get there. The main way I practice Spanish is just by talking to locals and not being shy. When I first got to Mexico, I would always ask, ¿Hablas inglés? Just to avoid embarrassing myself with my very basic Spanish. But I quickly realized that many people here really appreciate when you try. And those small conversations have helped me so much. Talking to locals every day has definitely improved my Spanish. But when it comes to real conversations, I still find myself getting stuck. It's when I realized I needed dedicated professional guidance to help me become actually fluent. That's why I chose to take Spanish lessons with a tutor on italki. If you've never heard of italki, it's an online platform where you can take personalized one-on-one language lessons with real teachers over video call. And honestly, this has been one of the most helpful tools for actually learning how to speak Spanish, not just understand it. What I like about it is that it feels very practical. You can choose your teacher, schedule lessons whenever and wherever works for you, and focus on real-life conversations instead of just memorizing vocabulary from textbooks. It's also not a subscription. You just pay per lesson, and a lot of teachers are really affordable, especially for trial sessions.
Hola,
Hola,
¿qué tal, Chanel? ¿Cómo estás?
muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien también. I'm gonna give you a book. We're gonna start working with this book. I really like this book. Valencia, try to translate just the first line on that short story. Because now you know how to conjugate, and I'm pretty sure that you know that vocabulary.
Sí. Hola, mi nombre es Paco.
Mhm.
Yo, yo estudio español en, en la mañana y yo trabajo en un restaurante en el tarde.
En la tarde.
En la tarde, okay.
Very good. You see? Now
I will say it does take consistency. You have to show up and be willing to feel a little uncomfortable sometimes. But the italki teachers are super supportive and patient. It's easy to start speaking in such a safe environment where making mistakes is completely okay.
try to use me llamo instead of mi nombre es.
If you're interested in learning Spanish or any other new language, click the link in the description below. Use my promo code Valencia, buy $10 and get $5 off your first lesson. But the discount is only available for the first 50 users, so make sure you act fast and grab it if you're interested. Another thing I love doing is listening to Spanish music. I'll be honest, most of the time I'm just humming along and looking up the lyrics later, but it's a fun way to stay immersed in the language while doing something I already enjoy.
Gosh, I always get nervous.
You
Yeah. No, that never goes away. All right, you ready?
Yes, listo. The last thing that's really helped me is focusing on Spanish that I'll actually use in my day-to-day life. I think it's important to pick one area of your life and build vocabulary around that. For me, that's food. So during my italki sessions, I focus a lot on food-related topics, and I go to markets and stores almost daily to practice. Learning Spanish can feel overwhelming, especially if you don't know where to start. But immersing myself in the language every day has been a complete game changer for me. Like anything in life, it's about taking it one day at a time and not giving up.